Hello everyone, welcome to Authors Speak, a lovely initiative of Books Etc., the literary bookstore. My name is Sujata Parashar and I am a novelist and a poet. I have written about 10 books so far, 9 of which have been published, and the 10th one, a fiction, should come out sometime this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. I am here today to talk about my books as well as to share my experience under this lockdown situation and how am I passing my time or how am I engaging myself in these unusual times. Let me first start by sharing very briefly my writing journey so far. I started writing in 2009 and I published my first book, In Pursuit of Infidelity, which became hugely popular in that year. This book was published by Rupa & Co. I am an accidental writer, so I wasn't thinking of writing back then. It happened to me, but I'm glad that it did and that I discovered this side of me, this potential that was always there within me. I wrote my second book only to only to show or to others as well as to myself, to prove it to myself that I can really write. And from there on, there was no looking back. And as I shared, I have written 10 books so far, and I'm working on my 11th book, which is a non-fiction on solo parenting. Now that was very briefly about my writing journey. Coming to the lockdown situation and how am I engaging myself. So apart from cooking and cleaning, I'm doing a bit of reading, very little writing. So I have to be honest, I'm not writing a lot, but I do write every day a little bit. And I'm basically spending a lot of time with my family, and self-reflecting, doing a bit of yoga, and there's a nice passageway inside the house. So the house is, the structure is such that we have a long passageway, so we take turns to walk, so I walk inside the house, I do a bit of yoga. I am not much of a cook, so we have divided the cooking between ourselves with me and other family members. So whenever it is my turn, I have to look up the YouTube video and then come up with a dish. And I'm really glad, I'm very proud of myself with the kind of dishes that I am coming out with. The family members are happy and I'm super proud of myself. So that is something new that I've added to myself, and I think I will continue with it. I'm finding it very interesting, at least for now. So time passes by, you never come to know, for us it's quite a busy time for, I never realized that household chores can take so much of time. And as I shared that I do a lot of reading, not a lot but quite a bit, and writing is, I'm slow on that, but I'm okay with it. Now coming to my books, so my latest book which came out, if I leave the non-fiction which I wrote for an FMCG major, Dabur India, if I leave that one out, my latest fiction was came out in 2018, The Temple Bar Woman. It is slotted as a socio-political thriller, but essentially it's a revenge story of a sexual assault survivor. Now, I don't believe in slotting. As writers, not many of us, I think, look at the genre when we are writing. So neither did I. When I started writing this book, I had no idea which genre it will fall in. The idea was to write a story around rape culture and sexual assault, and that's what I did. To bring it into drawing room conversations, this whole thing around, the way we look at it as a society is quite negative, and I wanted to remove that stigma, and that was the aim. It's a thriller. It's a thriller novel, so it's actually quite Bollywoodish. The story is quite Bollywoodish. The idea behind it, of course, is a serious one, But as a storyteller or as a story writer, as a fiction writer, my main aim has always been to tell entertaining stories, and that's what I have done in the book. Now I would like to read out an excerpt from this book to get some of you at least interested in procuring it or showing some interest in buying the book. This is from the chapter, section 2, chapter 8, and this is about this character called Habiba B. Habiba B is the madam, the brothel owner, where the female protagonist Radha is sold to after having been brutalized and gang raped by 3 powerful men. And so this is a scene describing, this is the first time that Habiba B lays her eyes on this unconscious girl, the female protagonist. Habiba Khan took a good look at the filthy, unbearably smelly and semi-conscious girl lying on the old couch at the reception and nodded approvingly. The couch was worn out, but Habiba refused to part with it even after renovating the place and getting rid of most of the old furniture. She considered the couch lucky for her. It was placed in the small reception facing the entrance to Temple Bar and was covered with a green sequined bedspread. The young woman, Habiba observed, was no doubt beautiful, a great improvement on many of the chokris who had come to work for her in recent times. Now I don't have too much of time to to read the book. I can see we have already covered 6 minutes, and I have been asked to keep the video short. So I will just leave it here. It's an interesting book, and one of the Australian actors who gave the one of the best lines for the book, praise for the book, was "Read this book now before it becomes the next blockbuster movie." So that should say it all. He himself read the book before giving his endorsement to the book. So I hope you enjoy this. Now coming on to some of the books that I have been reading, some of the books that are my favorites, and I want to share with all of you who are there who love books. So apart from my own books, this is a book titled Mindset. It talks of 2 kinds of mindset within people, and I recommend this book to everyone. This is a wonderful, wonderful book, and I think all of us should go through it. Another non-fiction that I would recommend is Daniel Goleman's, Working with Emotional Intelligence. I think this is more important, becoming more and more important for everyone to understand emotional intelligence and how to work with emotional intelligence. And then there is the third one. A lot of you may recognize this one. It's by Yuval Noah Harari, Sapiens: A Brief History of Humankind. So these are the 3 books which are my favorites, and also I go back to often, and I would recommend for everyone to read. There are several other books I have here, but let me quickly go through the fiction. I've got this Jojo Moyes After You. Just loved it. A poignant read, beautiful, beautiful read. Then my all-time favorite, Eat, Pray and Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Some of you may already have read the book, and I loved it. And then Flawed, another poignant and absolutely gorgeous book, especially for those who who would like to go through how it feels when a person is branded or stigmatized as being flawed for a small mistake. It's a lovely book. Okay, so that's all for now. I have overshot the time, so I will say bye-bye here for now, and stay cheerful, stay fit, and keep indoors. Thank you. Bye-bye.